Hey, what's up? My name is Jonathan Fink. Welcome to my audiobook series, free on YouTube. This is Spirit of the Gridiron, Volume 1, Chapter 25, The Beer Pong Council. Des Moines, Iowa. Basement of an off-campus house near Drake University. Midnight. The floors upstairs trembled with the rhythm of a college weekend. Loud music, drunken laughter, the occasional crash of the screen door. The air smelled of cheap beer, warm pizza, and smoked weed. But down below, in a concrete basement lit only by Christmas lights and a flickering sign that read Bud Light, this wasn't just a party. This was the first unofficial meeting of the Beer Pong Council. They just didn't know it yet. There were 10 of them, friends, cousins, fraternity brothers, ex-rivals, scattered now across small schools from Kansas to Missouri to Iowa. They came from campuses with outdated stadiums, undersized weight rooms, and logos most of America couldn't place on a map. But here, in the belly of a crumbling rental house, they were kings. They'd gathered for the annual underground ritual they called the Beer Pong Sessions, a secret, traveling tournament older than any of them. The winner earned bragging rights and a golden Sigma Pi Mu branded trophy, which had survived a decade worth of beer pong matches. But this year, something felt different. Drew Deuce Lanning, once a quarterback at Pittsburgh State, now a grad student in sports administration, arrived late. He didn't bring a case of beer. He brought a stack of papers, spiral bound, printed in black and white. He slapped them down next to a triangle of red plastic beer cups. The College Football League, he said, written by some walk-on from Simpson College, Jack Jordan. Ever heard of him? No one had. I thought it was fan fiction, Deuce continued, cracking open a cold Coors and flipping the first page. But I showed it to Coach Stollard at Pitt State when I ran into him last week. He read the first two paragraphs, looked up at me, and said one word. He looked around the basement, waited, then delivered it. Holy. A silence fell over the room. Across from him, Trey Everett, a backup safety from Benedictine, the kind of guy who threw freshmen into the garbage dumpster before class in high school, raised an eyebrow. Holy? Bro, it's D2 football, not church. Is it? Said a voice from the corner. They turned to Kip Voss, a right guard from Baker University, with arms like tree trunks. His face was half in shadow, half lit by the blue LED glow. His voice dropped into something deeper, something more serious. I had a dream last week, he said. We were playing Drake at Arrowhead Stadium. The place was packed, but there were no ESPN logos, just fans, our fans. After the game, they didn't chant Baker, they didn't chant Drake. They chanted CFL, CFL. The room went quiet, not out of politeness, but recognition, because they all had dreams. Some saw glowing stadiums. Others saw gold-tinted helmets. Caleb swore he saw a referee glowing like an angel. They laughed about it, of course, but they also didn't. What started as jokes turned into confessions, dreams, gut feelings, late-night signs, odd coincidences, synchronicity, teammates saying strange things without realizing. They called themselves half mocking, half deadly serious, the Beer Pong Council. 8 schools represented that night. Benedictine College, Baker University, Mid-American Nazarene, Pittsburgh State, Washburn University, Central Missouri, Northern Iowa, Drake University. They elected no president, took no minutes, just a spoken word. Their creed, said aloud in unison over cheap beer and a gospel level belief, to find others, to build the scaffolding for a new world of college football, one cup at a time. And from the shadows, watching through the veil between worlds, the football gods. Because here at Drake University, a movement had started. End of chapter 25. Up next, chapter 26, the meeting in the machine shed. If you enjoyed that chapter, please smash that like button. If you really, really enjoyed that chapter, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're really enjoying this story. I'm enjoying telling it. You guys take care. As always, God bless.